It couldn't happen to two nicer people. Privacy-obsessed self-publicists Harry and Meghan have been evicted from Frogmore Cottage by our wonderfully decisive new king, who seems to be getting his house and all of the royal houses in order. To see this entitled, self-indulgent pair thrown out of Frogmore had me leaping for joy. These spineless amphibians will have to find another pad to jump on. I'm green with envy. The saga of Frogmore Cottage tells you everything you need to know about this couple. They were gifted this stunning property after their wedding and gifted almost £2.5 million to make their forever home, but which they only inhabited for a matter of months. Why? Because nothing will ever be good enough for the Prince and Princess of Hollywood, for Yoko Ono, Meghan Markle, the woman who split up the royal Beatles, and professional sulk Prince Harry, the world's least happy millionaire. Now, in the end, the couple repaid those taxpayer-funded renovations, but only because they knew they were off to La La Land. If they'd stayed in Britain, mark my words, they would have clung on to their cash, enjoying this lavishly decorated mansion whilst you and I picked up the bill. Meanwhile, poor old Randy Andy, Prince Andrew, a man who claimed in a Newsnight interview that he can't sweat, is now sweating big time as he faces eviction from the Royal Lodge, a £30 million, 30-bedroom house. £30 million, 30 bedrooms, that's £1 million per room. And even 30 bedrooms isn't enough to contain his massive ego. In a hilarious downturn in his fortunes, old Andy may get shoved into Frogmore instead, the perfect habitat for this slimy toad. All of this paints a picture of a king that's getting things done. His coronation will be a glorious affair as Charles seeks to choreograph an event that shows Britain off on the world stage but does not break the bank as hard-pressed Brits struggle with higher mortgage costs, excruciating rent, energy bills, the cost of travel and ever-growing food price inflation. Let me tell you, I was in CoOp the other day. I'm a big fan of CoOp. Do you like CoOp? I think they're great. But I wanted to buy a packet of shortbread biscuits, their own brand. £2.55. What the hell is going on? So people are struggling. Charles knows that. And he rightly wants to slim down the whole operation, which is why it's rumoured that Andrew will lose his £250,000 a year salary and be demoted to more modest accommodation. Flanked by his dignified and beautiful wife, Queen Camilla, Charles is slimming down the monarchy, cutting off obscure royals that you and I have never heard of, and making sure that this still lavish monarchy gives the great British public some bang for their buck. For all I care, Prince Andrew could see out his days in a Premier Inn. He could bunk up with Lenny Henry. Although, for me, even a Premier Inn is too classy for this man that has embarrassed the royal family to such an extent. I'd say shove him in the Hotel California, where you can check out any time you like, but you can never leave. And as for Harry and Meghan, they'll just have to continue to rough it in their Montecito mansion, which we're told boasts 16 bathrooms, perfect for the amount of crap they spout. Well done to King Charles for flushing out these useless royals. They've gone from home sweet home to sweet FA. You know, I'm going to have to get off that fence at some point. What's your view? Would you like to defend Andrew and indeed Harry and Meghan? Is it unfair that they have collectively been turfed out of their digs? Let me know, Mark at gbnews.uk.